Imagine this, a simple breakfast, just 2 eggs, sunny side up, sizzling gently on your plate. Could this humble food hold the key to a healthier, more vibrant you after 50? Let me tell you about Mary, a 62-year-old retiree from Ohio. A year ago, Mary felt tired all the time. Her memory was slipping, she'd forget names, misplace her keys, and she worried about her heart, especially after her doctor warned her about cholesterol. Then, a friend suggested something surprisingly simple: eat 2 eggs every morning. Skeptical but curious, Mary gave it a try. 6 months later, she's not just feeling more energized, her memory's sharper, and her last checkup showed better heart health numbers than she'd seen in years. "I never thought eggs could make such a difference," she told me, her eyes sparkling with hope. Sounds too good to be true, right? But what if 2 eggs a day could help you stay strong, keep your mind sharp, and protect your heart as you age? In this video, we're diving deep into the science and stories behind the superfood. You'll discover 7 powerful ways eggs can transform your health after 50, from boosting your brain to strengthening your bones. We'll share 3 easy, delicious recipes tailored for seniors, so you can enjoy eggs without spending hours in the kitchen. And we'll reveal the common mistakes people make with eggs that could be robbing you of their benefits. Before we get started, I want to hear from you. If you're over 50 and ready to feel your best, type eggs in the comments below. Have you ever wondered what a simple change like eating eggs could do for you? Let's explore together. But first, I want to share why eggs are more than just a breakfast staple. They're a game changer for aging well. So, grab a cup of coffee, and let's dive into this journey to better health. Picture yourself sitting down to breakfast, the smell of fresh coffee in the air, and 2 golden eggs on your plate. It's a simple meal, one you've probably had countless times. But did you know that those 2 eggs are packed with nutrients that can help you thrive well into your 50s, 60s, and beyond? Eggs aren't just a quick bite, they're nature's multivitamin, designed to keep your body strong and your mind sharp as you age. Today, we're going to unpack why eggs are a nutritional powerhouse for seniors, share a real-life story of transformation, and reveal a common mistake you might be making. Let's dive in. First, let's talk science. A single egg delivers about 6 grams of high-quality protein, the kind that contains all 9 essential amino acids your body can't make on its own. This protein is a building block for your muscles, tissues, and even your immune system, crucial as we age and face challenges like muscle loss or slower recovery. Eggs are also loaded with vitamins and minerals tailored for seniors. Vitamin A keeps your immune system robust and supports healthy vision, which we'll talk more about in the next section. Vitamin D, often called the sunshine vitamin, helps your body absorb calcium to strengthen bones, a big concern when osteoporosis affects 10 million Americans over 50, according to the National Institutes of Health. Then there's vitamin B12, vital for energy and red blood cell production, and vitamin E, an antioxidant that protects your cells from damage. But the real star is choline, a lesser-known nutrient that's a game changer for brain health. Each egg provides about 125 milligrams of choline, nearly a third of the daily recommended intake for women and a quarter for men. Choline helps produce acetylcholine, a neurotransmitter that supports memory and learning, key for staying sharp as you age. A 2023 study published in the Journal of Nutrition found that higher choline intake is linked to a lower risk of cognitive decline in adults over 60. And let's not forget selenium and phosphorus, which boost your immune system and keep your bones and teeth strong, or omega-3 fatty acids, which reduce inflammation and support heart health. At just 70 to 80 calories per egg, this is a nutrient-dense package that's hard to beat. Now, let me tell you about John, a 58-year-old retired teacher from Florida. A few years ago, John started noticing he was forgetting little things: where he parked his car, the name of a former student. It scared him, especially since his mother had struggled with dementia. His doctor suggested adding more choline-rich foods to his diet, and John decided to start his day with 2 eggs, usually scrambled with a handful of spinach. After 3 months, he noticed a difference. "I'm not misplacing my keys as often," he shared with a grin, "and I feel more focused when I'm volunteering at the library." John's story isn't unique. Eggs gave his brain the fuel it needed, and they can do the same for you. Let's put eggs in perspective. Compared to other protein sources like chicken breast or salmon, eggs are a steal. In the US, a dozen eggs costs about $3 to $4 at most grocery stores, making them one of the most affordable ways to get high-quality protein. Chicken breast might run you $8 per pound, and salmon can hit $12 or more. Plus, eggs are versatile. You can boil them for a quick snack or whip up an omelet in minutes. Unlike supplements, which can cost $15 to $30 a month for choline or omega-3, eggs deliver these nutrients naturally, wrapped in a delicious package. And here's my take: there's something comforting about cracking an egg, knowing you're nourishing your body with real food, not a pill. But here's a mistake I see all the time, especially among seniors trying to watch their cholesterol: skipping the yolk. I get it, years ago, we were told egg yolks were bad for your heart. But the yolk is where the magic happens. It's packed with choline, lutein, and most of the vitamins and minerals we just talked about. Throwing it out is like buying a fancy car and leaving the engine behind. Modern research, including a 2020 study from the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition, shows that for most people, dietary cholesterol from eggs doesn't raise blood cholesterol. So, unless your doctor has specific concerns, embrace the whole egg. It's a small change that makes a big difference. Here's the lesson to take home: don't skip the yolk, it's the heart of the egg's nutritional power. By eating 2 eggs a day, you're giving your body a steady supply of protein, vitamins, and minerals to stay strong, focused, and resilient. And the best part? It's so easy to make eggs a part of your routine, whether you're in a rush or savoring a leisurely brunch. Speaking of staying strong, have you ever worried about your eyesight as you age? Maybe you've noticed it's harder to read fine print or your eyes feel strained after scrolling on your phone. Eggs have a secret weapon for that, too: 2 powerful nutrients that act like sunglasses for your eyes. Let's explore how eggs can protect your vision and keep your world in focus. Coming up next, have you ever found yourself squinting at a menu in a dimly lit restaurant or rubbing your eyes after a long day on your phone? As we age, our eyes start to feel the wear and tear of life, and for many of us over 50, the fear of losing sharp vision is real. But what if I told you that 2 eggs a day could act like a natural shield for your eyes, helping you see the world clearly for years to come? Eggs are more than just a breakfast staple, they're packed with nutrients that protect your vision and keep your eyes healthy. Let's explore how eggs work their magic, hear a story from someone whose eyesight got a second chance, and uncover a common mistake you might be making. Grab a seat, and let's dive into this vision-saving journey. Let's start with the science. Eggs, particularly the vibrant yellow yolk, are rich in 2 powerful antioxidants called lutein and zeaxanthin. These nutrients are like sunglasses for your eyes, filtering out harmful blue light from screens, sunlight, and even indoor lighting. According to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, CDC, about 1.8 million Americans over 50 live with age-related macular degeneration, or AMD, a leading cause of vision loss. Lutein and zeaxanthin build up in the macula, the part of your retina responsible for sharp, central vision, like reading a book or recognizing a friend's face. A 2022 study in ophthalmology found that people who regularly eat foods high in these antioxidants can reduce their risk of advanced AMD by up to 25%. Eggs also provide vitamin A, which supports the cornea, the eye's outer layer, and helps your eyes adjust to low light, reducing the risk of night blindness. With 2 eggs delivering a potent dose of these nutrients, they're a simple way to keep your eyes in top shape. Now, let me share Susan's story. Susan is a 65-year-old grandmother from California who loves gardening and reading bedtime stories to her grandkids. A couple of years ago, she noticed her eyes felt dry and strained, and small print was getting blurry. Worried about AMD, her mother had lost much of her vision to it. Susan visited her eye doctor, who recommended adding lutein-rich foods to her diet. She started eating 2 eggs every morning, often poached on a bed of spinach for an extra nutrient boost. After 6 months, Susan was thrilled. "My eyes don't feel as tired," she told me, "and I can read my gardening magazines without glasses." Her last checkup showed no signs of AMD progression, and Susan credits those daily eggs for helping her keep doing what she loves. Stories like Susan's remind us that small changes can make a big difference. Let's put eggs in perspective. Compared to other lutein sources, eggs are a standout. While spinach and kale are great, the fat in egg yolks makes lutein and zeaxanthin easier for your body to absorb. You'd need to eat about a cup of cooked spinach to match the bioavailable lutein in 1 egg, and let's be honest, eggs are a lot more fun to eat than a pile of greens. Supplements like lutein pills, which cost $10 to $20 a month at stores like Walgreens, can't match the whole food benefits of eggs, which also deliver protein and vitamins for just $3 to $4 a dozen. Here's my take: there's something satisfying about knowing your breakfast is protecting your eyes while tasting delicious. Eggs fit seamlessly into a busy morning, whether you're scrambling them with veggies or boiling them for a grab-and-go snack. But here's a mistake I see too often, especially among seniors trying to eat healthy: overcooking eggs until the yolk is hard and chalky. When you overcook eggs, you can destroy some of the delicate nutrients, like lutein and zeaxanthin, that your eyes need most. A 2021 study in food chemistry showed that cooking eggs at high heat for too long reduces their antioxidant content by up to 20%. Instead, aim for a soft yolk, think poached, sunny side up, or lightly scrambled. Not only do soft yolks preserve nutrients, but they also taste richer and creamier. Another pitfall? Spending hours on screens without giving your eyes a break. Blue light from phones and computers can strain your eyes, making nutrients like lutein even more critical. My advice? Pair your egg habit with the 20-20-20 rule. Every 20 minutes, look 20 feet away for 20 seconds. Here's the lesson to take home. Cook your eggs gently and give your eyes a break to maximize their vision protecting power. 2 eggs a day can help shield your eyes from damage, reduce your risk of AMD, and keep your world in focus, whether you're reading, driving, or watching your grandkids play. It's a small habit with a big payoff, and it starts with your next breakfast. Speaking of staying sharp, have you ever forgotten where you parked your car or struggled to recall a name? As we age, keeping our minds clear and focused becomes just as important as protecting our eyes. Eggs have another trick up their sleeve, a nutrient that fuels your brain and boosts your memory. Let's dive into how eggs can keep your mind razor sharp. Coming up next, have you ever walked into a room and forgotten why you were there? Or maybe you've struggled to recall a friend's name during a conversation? For many of us over 50, these little memory slips can feel unsettling, especially when we think about staying sharp as we age. But what if something as simple as 2 eggs a day could fuel your brain, boost your focus, and help keep those moments of forgetfulness at bay? Eggs are packed with nutrients that act like a supercharge for your mind, and today, we're going to unpack how they work, share a story of someone who got their mental clarity back, and reveal a common mistake you might be making. So, let's sit down together and explore how eggs can keep your brain firing on all cylinders. Let's dive into the science first. Eggs are one of the richest natural sources of choline, a nutrient that's critical for brain health. Each egg delivers about 125 milligrams of choline, which is roughly a third of the daily recommended intake for women, 425 milligrams, and a quarter for men, 550 milligrams. Choline is used to produce acetylcholine, a neurotransmitter that helps your brain cells communicate, supporting memory, learning, and mood. As we age, our brain's ability to make acetylcholine can decline, which is why choline becomes even more important. A 2023 study in neurology found that higher choline intake is linked to a 20% lower risk of cognitive decline in adults over 60. Eggs also contain B vitamins, B6, B9, folate, and B12, that work together to lower levels of homocysteine, an amino acid associated with neurological issues. According to the Alzheimer's Association, Alzheimer's disease affects over 6 million Americans, and elevated homocysteine is a known risk factor. These B vitamins also produce energy to keep your brain sharp, whether you're solving a crossword puzzle or planning your day. Now, let me tell you about Robert, a 70-year-old retired mechanic from Texas. A few years ago, Robert started noticing he was forgetting names, even of close friends he'd known for decades. It worried him, especially since his older brother had been diagnosed with early-stage Alzheimer's. Determined to stay sharp, Robert read about brain-boosting foods and decided to add 2 eggs to his breakfast, usually as a veggie omelet with tomatoes and bell peppers. He also started playing brain games, like online chess, for 15 minutes a day. After 4 months, Robert was amazed. "I'm remembering names faster," he shared with a warm smile, "and I beat my grandson at chess last week." His daughter noticed he was more engaged in conversations, too. Robert's story shows how eggs, paired with a little mental exercise, can make a real difference in keeping your mind clear and focused. Let's put eggs in context. Compared to other choline-rich foods, eggs are a budget-friendly powerhouse. A dozen eggs costs about $3 to $4 at most U.S. grocery stores, while foods like liver or shrimp can run $8 to $12 per pound. Choline supplements, often marketed for brain health, cost $15 to $30 a month at places like CVS, but they lack the protein, vitamins, and healthy fats you get from eggs. Eggs are also easier to incorporate into your day. Scramble them with veggies, boil them for a snack, or add them to a salad. Here's my take: there's something grounding about starting your morning with eggs, knowing you're feeding your brain with real, wholesome food. It's a small ritual that sets the tone for a focused, productive day. But here's a mistake I see too often, especially among seniors trying to eat healthier: pairing eggs with processed foods like bacon, sausage, or buttery toast. These foods, staples in many American breakfasts, are high in saturated fats and sodium, which can raise inflammation and counteract the brain-boosting benefits of eggs. A 2021 study in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that diets high in processed meats are linked to faster cognitive decline in older adults. Another misstep? Eating only the egg whites to cut calories. The yolk is where the choline and B vitamins live. Tossing it out is like throwing away the best part of a gift. My advice? Pair your eggs with nutrient-dense foods like spinach, avocado, or whole grain toast to amplify their brain benefits. Here's the lesson to take home. Feed your brain with whole eggs and wholesome sides to keep your mind sharp and clear. 2 eggs a day can give your brain the choline and vitamins it needs to stay focused, remember the moments that matter, and tackle daily challenges with confidence. Whether you're planning a family gathering or enjoying a quiet morning with a book, eggs can help you stay mentally present. Speaking of staying strong, have you ever worried about your heart as you age? Maybe you've heard mixed messages about eggs and cholesterol, or you're wondering how to keep your heart healthy without giving up the foods you love. Eggs have a surprising role in supporting your heart, and we're going to debunk some myths and share how they can be your heart's best friend. Let's dive into that next. Picture yourself at a family brunch, the table filled with laughter and the smell of freshly scrambled eggs. But then, someone mentions cholesterol, and suddenly you're wondering if those eggs are a heart-healthy choice or a hidden risk. For years, eggs got a bad rap, blamed for raising cholesterol and threatening our hearts. If you're over 50, you've probably heard the warnings: avoid eggs to protect your heart. But what if I told you that modern science has flipped this story upside down? 2 eggs a day can actually support your heart, not harm it. Today, we're going to unravel the truth about eggs and cholesterol, share a story of someone who transformed their heart health, and reveal a common mistake you might be making. So, let's pull up a chair and dive into how eggs can be your heart's best friend. Let's start with the science. Eggs are nutrient-dense powerhouses, and their impact on heart health is far more positive than we once thought. Each egg contains about 186 milligrams of cholesterol, which sounds like a lot, but here's the key. Dietary cholesterol from foods like eggs has little to no effect on blood cholesterol for most people. A 2020 study in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that eating up to 1 egg a day does not increase the risk of heart disease in healthy adults. Instead, eggs boost HDL, or good cholesterol, which acts like a cleanup crew, removing excess cholesterol from your arteries and carrying it to your liver for processing. Higher HDL levels are linked to a lower risk of heart disease, which is critical in the US, where the American Heart Association reports that heart disease causes over 600,000 deaths annually. Eggs also deliver heart-friendly nutrients like omega-3 fatty acids, which reduce inflammation, and antioxidants like lutein and zeaxanthin, which we discussed earlier for eye health but also help protect blood vessels from oxidative stress. With just 140 to 160 calories for 2 eggs, they're a low-calorie way to nourish your heart. Now, let me tell you about Linda, a 55-year-old office manager from New York. A few years ago, Linda was stressed about her heart health. Her blood pressure was creeping up, and her last cholesterol test wasn't great. She'd grown up hearing that eggs were bad for your heart, so she stuck to cereal or bagels for breakfast. But after a friend shared a podcast about eggs and heart health, Linda decided to swap her morning bagel for 2 eggs, often scrambled with mushrooms and a side of berries. 6 months later, she was stunned at her checkup. Her HDL levels had improved, her blood pressure was down, and she felt more energized. "I used to feel sluggish by noon," Linda told me, her eyes lighting up, "but now I'm keeping up with my coworkers and enjoying walks with my dog." Linda's story shows that eggs, when part of a balanced diet, can be a heart-healthy game changer. Let's put eggs in perspective. Compared to other heart-healthy foods, eggs are a budget-friendly star. A dozen eggs costs about $3 to $4 at stores like Walmart, while salmon, another omega-3 source, can run $12 per pound. If you opt for omega-3 enriched eggs, which some brands like Eggland's Best offer, you're still spending only $4 to $5 a dozen for extra heart benefits. Fish oil supplements, often recommended for heart health, cost $10 to $20 a month and can have a fishy aftertaste. Eggs, on the other hand, are versatile and delicious. Poach them for a light breakfast or add them to a veggie pack frittata. Here's my take: there's something joyful about savoring a warm egg dish, knowing it's doing your heart good. It's a small act of self-care that fits into any busy morning. But here's a mistake I see too often, especially among seniors watching their diet: pairing eggs with high sodium, high-fat foods like bacon, sausage, or hash browns fried in butter. These are staples in many American diners, but they're loaded with saturated fats and salt, which can raise blood pressure and cancel out the heart benefits of eggs. A 2022 study in Circulation found that high sodium intake is linked to a 15% higher risk of heart disease in older adults. Another misstep? Avoiding eggs altogether out of fear of cholesterol, when the real culprits are often processed carbs like donuts or white bread. My advice? Pair your eggs with heart-smart foods like avocado, tomatoes, or a slice of whole grain toast to keep your ticker happy. Here's the lesson to take home: enjoy whole eggs with healthy sides to support your heart and ditch the cholesterol myths. 2 eggs a day can boost your HDL, reduce inflammation, and fit into a heart-healthy lifestyle, helping you enjoy more moments with loved ones, whether it's dancing at a family wedding or hiking with friends. It's a simple habit that pays off for years to come. Speaking of staying active, have you ever worried about keeping your strength as you age? Maybe you've noticed it's harder to carry groceries or climb stairs. Eggs have another secret weapon: nutrients that help build strong bones and muscles, keeping you moving and independent. Let's explore how eggs can power your body for an active life. Coming up next, imagine stepping out for a morning walk, feeling the sun on your face, and knowing your body is strong enough to keep up with the life you love, whether it's gardening, playing with grandkids, or just carrying groceries without a struggle. As we age past 50, staying active and independent becomes a priority, but weaker bones and muscles can make it harder. What if 2 eggs a day could help you build a stronger, more resilient body? Eggs are packed with nutrients that support your bones and muscles, helping you move with confidence well into your golden years. Today, we're going to explore how eggs power active aging, share a story of someone who stayed strong with this simple habit, and uncover a common mistake you might be making. So, let's dive in and discover how eggs can keep you moving. Let's start with the science. Eggs are a nutritional goldmine for your bones and muscles, delivering key nutrients that become even more critical as we age. Each egg provides about 6 grams of high-quality protein, containing all 9 essential amino acids your body needs to repair and build muscle tissue. One amino acid, leucine, is particularly important. It triggers muscle protein synthesis, helping your muscles recover and grow stronger. This is vital for preventing sarcopenia, the age-related muscle loss that affects up to 30% of adults over 60, according to the National Institutes of Health, NIH. Eggs also contain vitamin D, which helps your body absorb calcium to keep your bones dense and strong. The NIH reports that 10 million Americans over 50 have osteoporosis, and 34 million more have low bone density, increasing the risk of fractures. Phosphorus, another mineral in eggs, works alongside calcium to fortify your bones and teeth. With just 70 to 80 calories per egg, they're a low-calorie way to fuel your body for an active life. Now, let me tell you about Tom, a 68-year-old retired firefighter from Colorado. A few years ago, Tom noticed he was getting tired faster during his daily walks and struggled to lift heavy bags of mulch for his garden. Worried about losing his strength, especially after a friend's fall led to a hip fracture, Tom talked to his doctor, who recommended boosting his protein and vitamin D intake. Tom started eating 2 eggs every morning, often as a veggie omelet with spinach and a sprinkle of cheese, and paired it with light yoga classes at his local community center. After 6 months, he was amazed. "I'm walking 5 kilometers without stopping," he told me with a proud grin, "and I carried a 40-pound bag of soil like it was nothing." His doctor confirmed his bone density had stabilized, and Tom feels stronger than he has in years. Tom's story shows that eggs, combined with a little movement, can help you stay active and independent. Let's put eggs in perspective. Compared to other protein sources, eggs are a fantastic deal. A dozen eggs costs about $3 to $4 at stores like Kroger, while lean meats like chicken breast or beef can run $8 to $10 per pound. Eggs are also easier to digest, which is a big plus for seniors with sensitive stomachs. Protein powders, often marketed for muscle health, cost $20 to $40 a month and can feel artificial. Eggs, on the other hand, are a whole food. Boil them for a quick snack or scramble them with veggies for a hearty breakfast. Here's my take: there's something empowering about knowing your morning eggs are building your strength, bite by bite. They're a simple, satisfying way to stay active without breaking the bank or complicating your routine. But here's a mistake I see too often, especially among seniors trying to stay healthy: not getting enough protein or skipping physical activity altogether. Many people assume a light diet of salads or low-protein meals is enough, but the NIH warns that adults over 50 need at least 0.8 grams of protein per kilogram of body weight daily to maintain muscle mass, more if you're active. 2 eggs provide 12 grams of protein, a great start, but you need to pair them with other sources like beans or yogurt. Another misstep? Thinking rest is the best way to age well. Without light exercise, even the best diet won't prevent muscle loss. A 2021 study in the Journal of Gerontology found that combining protein intake with strength training cuts the risk of sarcopenia by 25% in older adults. My advice? Add eggs to your diet and try gentle activities like walking, yoga, or lifting light weights to keep your muscles and bones strong. Here's the lesson to take home: fuel your body with eggs and stay active to build stronger bones and muscles. 2 eggs a day can give you the protein, vitamin D, and phosphorus you need to move with ease, whether you're dancing at a family party or tackling a home project. It's a small habit that helps you live life on your terms, strong and independent. Speaking of living well, have you ever felt sluggish mid-morning or worried about managing your blood sugar? As we age, Keeping our energy steady and our digestion smooth becomes crucial. Eggs have a surprising role in stabilizing your blood sugar and supporting a healthy gut, making them a perfect fit for seniors. Let's explore how eggs can keep you energized and comfortable. Coming up next, have you ever felt that mid-morning slump, where your energy crashes and you're reaching for a sugary snack? Or maybe you've noticed bloating or discomfort after meals, making you dread eating? As we age past 50, keeping our energy steady and our digestion smooth becomes a daily priority. The good news? 2 eggs a day can be a game changer for your metabolic health, helping you manage blood sugar and feel comfortable after every meal. Eggs are more than just a tasty breakfast. They're a gentle, nutrient-packed food that supports your body's balance. Today, we're going to explore how eggs keep your blood sugar stable and your gut happy, share a story of someone who found relief with this simple habit, and uncover a common mistake you might be making. So, let's cozy up and dive into how eggs can keep you energized and at ease. Let's start with the science. Eggs have a low glycemic index, meaning they don't spike your blood sugar like sugary cereals or pastries. This is crucial because stable blood sugar prevents energy crashes, reduces cravings, and lowers the risk of complications from conditions like type 2 diabetes, which affects 34 million Americans, according to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, CDC. The high-quality protein in eggs, about 6 grams per egg, slows digestion, releasing energy gradually throughout the morning. This protein also triggers the release of hormones like cholecystokinin, which signals to your brain that you're full, helping you avoid overeating. A 2022 study in diabetes care found that eating eggs for breakfast reduced daily calorie intake by 10% in older adults with prediabetes, improving insulin sensitivity. Eggs also provide healthy fats, which further stabilize blood sugar by slowing the absorption of carbohydrates when paired with other foods. For digestion, eggs are naturally easy on the stomach, especially when cooked gently, making them ideal for seniors with sensitive digestive systems. They're low in fiber, so they don't irritate the gut, but pair beautifully with fiber-rich foods like vegetables to promote regular bowel movements. Now, let me tell you about Diane, a 60-year-old librarian from Arizona. A few years ago, Diane was diagnosed with prediabetes, and she struggled with energy dips that made her afternoon work feel exhausting. She also dealt with occasional bloating, especially after eating heavy carbs like pancakes or pasta. Her doctor suggested swapping her usual cereal breakfast for a protein-rich option, so Diane started eating 2 poached eggs with a side of avocado and sliced tomatoes. After 3 months, she was amazed. "I don't crash at 11 a.m. anymore," she shared with a warm smile, "and my stomach feels so much better after meals." Her latest blood work showed improved blood sugar levels, and Diane now enjoys her mornings with steady energy, even during busy library story hours. Diane's story shows that eggs can be a simple, delicious way to support your metabolic health and keep you feeling your best. Let's put eggs in perspective. Compared to typical American breakfast foods, eggs are a metabolic superstar. A bagel with cream cheese or a bowl of sugary cereal can cost $5 to $7 for a week's supply and send your blood sugar soaring, leading to hunger pangs by mid-morning. Eggs, at just $3 to $4 for a dozen, are a fraction of the price and keep you full longer. Protein shakes, often marketed for health, run $20 to $40 a month and can be hard to digest for some seniors. Eggs, on the other hand, are naturally gentle. Poach them for a soft texture or scramble them with veggies for a nutrient-packed meal. Here's my take: there's something comforting about starting your day with eggs, knowing they're keeping your energy steady and your tummy happy. It's a small act of care that makes your whole day feel brighter. But here's a mistake I see too often, especially among seniors trying to eat well: pairing eggs with high-carb, sugary sides like pancakes, waffles, or orange juice. These foods, staples in many American breakfasts, cause rapid blood sugar spikes and can overwhelm your digestive system, leading to bloating or fatigue. A 2021 study in the Journal of Nutrition found that high glycemic breakfasts increase post-meal blood sugar spikes by 30% in older adults compared to protein-rich meals. Another misstep? Overcooking eggs until they're rubbery, which can make them harder to digest, especially for sensitive stomachs. My advice? Keep your eggs soft, think poached or lightly scrambled, and pair them with low glycemic foods like spinach, berries, or a small slice of whole grain toast to support both blood sugar and digestion. Here's the lesson to take home: pair your eggs with gentle, low-carb sides to keep your blood sugar steady and your digestion smooth. 2 eggs a day can help you avoid energy crashes, manage blood sugar, and feel comfortable after meals, so you can enjoy your day, whether it's volunteering, reading, or spending time with family. It's a simple habit that supports your body from the inside out. Speaking of simple habits, have you ever wondered how to make eggs even more delicious and safe for your health? The way you cook and store eggs can make a big difference in their benefits, especially for seniors. From easy recipes to safety tips, we're going to share how to get the most out of your eggs. Coming up next, there's something special about cooking eggs, isn't there? The sizzle of eggs in a pan, the aroma filling your kitchen, it's a morning ritual that feels like a warm hug. But did you know that how you cook and store your eggs can make a big difference in their health benefits, especially for those of us over 50? Cooking eggs right not only maximizes their nutrients but also keeps them safe for your sensitive digestive system. Today, we're going to share 3 easy, delicious egg recipes tailored for seniors, along with safety tips to ensure every bite is worry-free. We'll also hear a story from someone who turned eggs into a daily delight and uncover a common mistake you might be making. So, grab your apron, and let's get cracking. Let's start with the recipes, designed to be simple, nutrient-packed, and gentle on the stomach. Recipe 1, soft-boiled eggs with avocado salad. Boil 2 eggs for 5 to 6 minutes for a soft, creamy yolk that preserves nutrients like lutein and choline. Peel and serve them with a small salad of mashed avocado, cherry tomatoes, and a sprinkle of lemon juice. This dish is rich in healthy fats and fiber, perfect for steady energy and digestion. Recipe 2, spinach and mushroom omelet. Whisk 2 eggs with a splash of milk, pour into a non-stick pan with a teaspoon of olive oil, and add a handful of spinach and sliced mushrooms. Fold and serve with a slice of whole grain toast. This omelet packs protein, iron, and antioxidants, supporting your muscles and immune system. Recipe 3, poached eggs on sweet potato rounds. Slice a sweet potato into 1/4 inch rounds, roast until tender, and top with a poached egg. Simmer in water with a splash of vinegar for 3 minutes. Sprinkle with a pinch of paprika. The sweet potato adds fiber and vitamins, making this a gut-friendly, blood sugar stabilizing meal. According to a 2021 study in Food Science and Nutrition, gentle cooking methods like poaching or soft boiling preserve up to 90% of eggs' antioxidants, compared to 70% for overcooked scrambled eggs. Now, let's talk safety, because seniors are more vulnerable to foodborne illnesses. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, CDC, reports about 1.2 million salmonella cases annually in the US, and eggs can be a source if not handled properly. Always check eggs for cracks before buying. Cracks can let bacteria in. Store eggs in their carton in the fridge at 40 degrees Fahrenheit or below, not the door, where temperature fluctuates. Use eggs within 3 to 4 weeks of the packing date. Check the carton's Julian date, a 3-digit number from 001 to 365. Wash your hands after handling shells, and cook eggs until the yolk is firm for maximum safety, especially if your immune system is weaker. These steps reduce salmonella risk, which is critical for older adults, as infections can be more severe. Let me share a story about Emma, a 67-year-old retiree from Seattle. Emma used to find breakfast a chore, her stomach often felt off, and she worried about food safety after a bout of food poisoning years ago. Then she discovered the joy of cooking eggs right. She fell in love with her spinach and mushroom omelet, which she makes in just 10 minutes with fresh veggies from her farmer's market. Emma also got diligent about egg safety, checking cartons and storing them properly. "I feel so much better after breakfast now," she told me, her eyes twinkling, "and I'm not stressed about getting sick." Her energy is up, her digestion is smoother, and she's even started hosting brunch for her book club. Emma's story shows how the right recipes and safety habits can turn eggs into a daily delight. Let's compare eggs to other breakfast options. A dozen eggs cost $3 to $4 at stores like Target, while pre-made breakfast sandwiches or protein bars can run $6 to $10 for a week's supply and often contain preservatives that irritate sensitive stomachs. Cooking eggs at home is faster than you think. Poaching takes 3 minutes, compared to 10 minutes for oatmeal that can spike blood sugar. Store-bought smoothies, at $5 a pop, lack the protein and healthy fats eggs provide. Here's my take: there's something soul-warming about cooking your own eggs, knowing you're nourishing your body with every bite. It's a small act of love that sets your day up for success. But here's a common mistake: cooking eggs with too much oil or butter, or in a dirty pan, which can add unnecessary calories and increase bacterial risk. Using a tablespoon of butter per egg adds 100 calories and 8 grams of saturated fat, which isn't heart-friendly for seniors. Dirty pans can harbor bacteria, especially if you're rushing cleanup. Another misstep? Leaving eggs out on the counter after cooking, thinking they're safe. The USDA warns that cooked eggs should be refrigerated within 2 hours to prevent bacterial growth. My advice? Use a non-stick pan with a tiny bit of olive oil, clean it thoroughly after each use, and store leftovers in the fridge right away. Here's the lesson to take home: cook eggs gently with minimal oil and store them safely to maximize nutrition and peace of mind. 2 eggs a day, prepared with care, can be a delicious, safe way to fuel your body, keeping you energized and comfortable. Whether you're savoring a quiet breakfast or hosting friends, eggs make every morning special. Speaking of special, how about making eggs a habit that transforms your health? We've covered how eggs boost your brain, heart, bones, and more, and now it's time to wrap up with a heartfelt look at why this simple food is a game changer for aging well. Get ready for some inspiration and a call to action that'll motivate you to crack open those eggs. Coming up next, close your eyes for a moment and imagine this. You wake up feeling energized, your mind is clear, your body feels strong, and you're ready to embrace the day, whether it's a walk in the park, a chat with friends, or reading a bedtime story to your grandkids. Now, what if I told you that a simple habit, eating 2 eggs a day, could bring you closer to that vibrant, joyful life? Over the past 30 minutes, we've explored how eggs are a nutritional powerhouse for those of us over 50, boosting your brain, heart, bones, and more. Today, we're going to tie it all together, revisit a story that'll warm your heart, and inspire you to make eggs a part of your daily routine. We'll also uncover one last mistake to avoid and share a simple lesson to carry forward. So, let's wrap up this journey and get you ready to crack open a healthy meal. Let's take a step back and reflect on what we've learned. Eggs are like nature's multivitamin, packed with protein, choline, vitamin D, and antioxidants that work together to keep you thriving. They protect your eyes from age-related macular degeneration, a concern for 1.8 million Americans, according to the CDC. They fuel your brain, reducing the risk of cognitive decline, which affects 6 million with Alzheimer's, per the Alzheimer's Association. They support your heart by boosting HDL cholesterol, critical when heart disease claims 600,000 lives yearly, says the American Heart Association. They strengthen your bones and muscles, fighting osteoporosis and sarcopenia, which the NIH links to 10 million and 30% of older adults, respectively. And they stabilize your blood sugar and digestion, helping the 34 million Americans with diabetes feel steady and comfortable. All this from a humble egg, costing just $3 to for a dozen at your local grocery store. Science shows it, stories prove it, and I believe it. Eggs are a small change with a massive impact for aging well. Let's revisit Mary, the 62-year-old from Ohio we met at the start. When Mary began eating 2 eggs every morning, she was tired, forgetful, and worried about her heart. 6 months later, her transformation was incredible. Her memory sharpened, she stopped misplacing her keys and started joining book club discussions with confidence. Her energy soared, letting her take daily walks with her dog, Max. Her last checkup showed better cholesterol and blood pressure, easing her fears. But the best part? Mary inspired her friends to try eggs, too. It's not just about health, she told me, her voice full of warmth. It's about feeling alive again. Mary's story isn't just hers, it's a reminder that you, too, can take a small step today and see big changes tomorrow. Whether it's savoring a soft-boiled egg or whipping up a veggie omelet, eggs can be your partner in living a fuller, healthier life. Now, let's compare eggs to other health habits. A gym membership might cost $50 a month, and supplements like fish oil or protein powders run $15 to $40. Eggs? Just pennies per serving, delivering protein, vitamins, and healthy fats in one delicious package. Unlike restrictive diets that leave you hungry or complicated meal plans that take hours, eggs are simple. Boil them in 5 minutes or scramble them in 3. They fit into your busy life, whether you're rushing to a volunteer shift or enjoying a quiet breakfast. Here's my take. There's something deeply satisfying about knowing a food as humble as an egg can do so much for you. It's not just nutrition, it's a daily reminder to prioritize yourself, to choose health, and to embrace the years ahead with confidence. But here's one last mistake I see too often. Thinking you need to overhaul your entire diet to see results. Many seniors feel overwhelmed, believing they must cut out carbs, go vegan, or buy expensive superfoods to stay healthy. This all-or-nothing mindset can stop you before you start. A 2022 study in the Journal of Gerontology found that small, consistent dietary changes, like adding protein-rich foods such as eggs, improve health outcomes by 15% in older adults, without drastic measures. Another misstep? Not giving eggs a fair try because of old myths or fear of cooking them wrong. My advice? Start small, add 2 eggs to your breakfast, use our recipes from the last section, and stick with it for a week. You don't need perfection, you need consistency. Here's the lesson to take home. Start small with 2 eggs a day to unlock a healthier, happier you. This simple habit can transform your health, sharper mind, stronger body, steadier energy, and a heart that's ready for life's adventures. It's not about being perfect, it's about taking one step today to feel your best tomorrow. So, here's my challenge to you. Try eating 2 eggs every day for just 7 days. Maybe it's a soft-boiled egg with avocado or a cozy omelet with veggies. Notice how you feel, more focused, more energized, more like you. Share your results in the comments below. Can't wait to hear your story. And if you've loved this journey, hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell so you don't miss our next video, where we'll reveal the perfect foods to pair with eggs for even bigger health wins. Don't wait, your health is worth it, and those eggs in your fridge are calling your name. Type eggs in the comments to join the movement, and let's start this journey together. Here's to aging well, one egg at a time.